Oh, good. I was a little afraid it wasn't going to connect properly. Okay. Why am I wearing headphones? I don't need headphones for that. I mean, sure, I might miss notifications, but it's Twitch. It's actually way harder to miss notifications. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Hey, Mushby. Because, yeah, I wasn't actually kidding on the thing. I basically just need to tear through an entire box as quickly as I can. Okay. Yeah, so we got lucky and unlucky with the first box that we opened because we managed to get some of the cards that we need. Not Smash or Pass, sadly. I didn't have enough time to set it up. It's on the list, but yeah. So the deck that I'm trying to not even build so much as just upgrade in this case needs a couple of cards. First of all, I need 4 of this Pomumon, which we got 3 of them. Why am I having so much trouble positioning this? So during your turn, when an effect suspends this Digimon, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. It's a... like I said, we got 3, I need 4. The deck that this is going in, 1 has a bunch of ways to play out plant, vegetation, and fairy Digimon who have 3,000 DP or less. This has 2,000, so it fits perfectly, and it's technically a vegetation. Don't question it. And then one of the ways that it does a lot of that is by suspending its own Digimon. If you haven't played Digimon, suspend is just tap because Wizards of the Coast trademarked tapping. But yeah, so this fits really well into it because it suddenly gives us an ability to control the opponent's board to some extent, as well as giving more incidental benefit to suspending. Because we're already doing stuff like drawing cards and gaining memory off of suspending our own units. This also gives us more things to swing into because a couple of our Digimon will have piercing. So it just makes the deck a little bit more straightforward, and it means we can run different eggs that actually are more useful. Yay! So this is the normal-ass Hydramon, which is very good and very pretty, to be clear, but the alt art is so good and so deeply terrible, and I love it. It's a very, very long ability, but I'll try and run through it super quickly. So costs 5 to evolve into, then when digivolving you may suspend... Oh, right, so this is also one of the cards that got errated. Oh, it's 100% a smash, because yes, 1, it is my favorite artist, Koki. It's my favorite color, green. It is my favorite deck that I've played in a long time. And it is a giant... Look, 1, I am self-admittedly a monster fucker. Look at it! Look, even this version, just like, oh, hell yes, it has giant plant vines and it's a fucking dragon. This entire set is dragons. Like, let's be honest here, part of the reason I can't do a smash or pass on this is because they're all dragons. I feel like I'm obliged to say smash on pretty much all of them. But hang on really quickly, because this is one of the cards that got errata, because a whole bunch of cards in this, frankly, seem to have suffered from an absurdly tight production schedule, and issues with translation from English to Japanese. Sorry, Japanese to English, where they can reference a single kanji for stuff like... I've gone off on this a couple of times, but there's the whole hierarchy of angels thing where someone actually ran through and found the kanji specifically, but it's basically stuff like principality, throne, virtue, seraph, cherub, things like that. The way to spell them out in kanji includes a unifying kanji that's part of all of them for heaven, which we don't have in English, and because there's no fucking winning... I thought it was Mushbeat that found that. Because there's no fucking winning with weebs, it was going to be okay, do we give them the Japanese accurate characteristic, or do we make it so that for a future card we don't know we're eventually going to print, it will work better? they obviously went with the make the weebs happy in the short term, and then have to do shit like Patamon that we will likely get to that just says search for a thing with Angel, and then has now had to have errata that corrects a whole bunch of stuff on it. But then there's a couple like Hydramon that have some slightly weird tweaks to it, so I'm just gonna go grab it real quick to because I'm gonna have to judge shit tonight, so I want to make sure that I have it ready. So yeah, this says, yeah, when digivolving, you may suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Let me make sure I can actually, see that you can see the card. When digivolving, you may suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. That is actually supposed to say, when digivolving, you may suspend one Digimon, because it can be an opponent's or one of yours. And then the other corrections are minor, but they're necessary. So in this it says, okay, actually I don't think this correction is necessary, but it keeps it in line with the way that they've been doing this. The second effect is, actually here, let me just read the whole thing. So digivolves for 5. When digivolving, you may suspend one Digimon. All turns, once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, for each other suspended Digimon with Vegetation, Plant, or Fairy. Okay, and this one says in their traits or in one of their traits is actually the errated version. It's not a huge change, but it is slightly important and brings it in line with existing card text. You have in play, gain 1 memory, so provided you have at least 5 suspended things, this is now a free evolution. Assuming your opponent doesn't have memory blockers. End of your turn, once per turn, if you have 2 or more suspended Digimon with Vegetation, Plant, or Fairy in one of their traits, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of their owner's deck. So basically, this single-handedly gives the green self-suspend deck a whole bunch of actual removal. So yeah. Also, a quick thing that I wanted to show, because this is an EX set, they did a whole bunch of alt arts, and because this is the slightly newer version of the EX sets, we should get 3 alt arts in a box. So in our first box, we got these 2, which I fucking love this. So on the right is the normal art, the left is the alt art, because it's adorable. Because I didn't play it. I think this was one of the mobile games. There was a Digimon game called Digimon Lynx, and I don't know if it was the main character or just like the person who led you through it or was this girl, Hina, and was partnered with 2 different rookies, a like robot dragon and a lava dragon. And so she actually is the first tamer to have her own art, not just like, okay, I guess not the first, because 2 of them have Kenji Watanabe art. No, 3 of them? 3 of them have Kenji Watanabe art, but they're doing their best to just imitate it's an image from the anime. She has like real art, and then she has alt art that actually is like proper alt art and looks kick ass. And she appears with the rookie in the alt arts for the 2 megas for her lines. So it's very fun and cool. I actually really kind of want to build this deck. Don't know if I'll run it, but I know that it'll probably appeal to Haley or Steph. And then we also opened the alt art for Dobrickmon. This is another card that has an issue in its text. You'll see that it says card with dragon in its traits, and it says the same thing for its Digicross. It's not supposed to say that. It's supposed to, once again, reference a kanji that is in the word dragon and is also in stuff like it's like the same kanji in our case that gets used for like, I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. I think technically my understanding is it's supposed to be the kanji for dragon, and because of the way Japanese works and the way that they named things like dinosaurs, many of them have the kanji for dragon as part of their thing. So the English version of this card is supposed to say, and has already had errata for it, dragon, Digimon that has dragon, Saur, like Saur, Saur, or Ceratopsia, because for some reason that's the one subset of dinosaurs that are both common in Digimon and don't have Sora in their name, but apparently, again, in Japanese do. So that's an issue too. The weirdness being that the rookie for this line has the same problem. The champion and the ultimate don't. They're written properly, so it's weird. So 10th, I don't know if you did that on purpose, but amusing thing, these ones have an extra silly bit about them because I know you didn't because you're referencing the Dragon Ball Z song, but still. So Hina, the way that she works is that basically all of the Digimon in this line, instead of having Digivolution effects, they all have on-play effects. But Hina lets you activate the on-play effect of, and this is a long list, rock dragons, fire dragons, machine dragons, bird dragons, and sky dragons, I think, because in order to not just make it be dragons, all of the dragons from this line have like a secondary characteristic, so they had to list all of them on Hina. Anyway, let's fucking go, because, yeah, I've got an entire box here, and we need to... There's very specific cards that we're hoping to get. Because this is a small set, so only 74 individual cards, there's a better chance of getting most of the things we need, but we're just going to have to see. Also, we have... Okay, so this is sort of silly. This is the box topper. So most of the cards in this set, or in the box topper, are just a shiny version of, I think they're all uncommons. Yeah, uncommons from this set, but you'll also see there's a question mark in there, which is very silly given that we all know what it is. Oh, holy shit. Hey, this one's also printed wrong, so this is even better. The pull rate for this is 1 per case, so no one else will have gotten this from that case. This card is also printed wrong. Hang on. So this is a reprint of the Secret Rare Imperial Dramon Dragon mode from BT3. So they actually printed 2 Imperial Dramon Dragon modes in BT3. They printed the free type one, which is the, like, not evil one. That is good. No, must be because they will very likely not end up reprinting any of these. Because they've been front-loading their print runs now, so less likely. So the free one, so remember that Digimon does like types, so it's virus, vaccine, data, and then free are sort of like neutral, but generally are characterized as like good. This is a virus type version of it, so like the evil Imperial Dramon. It never saw a ton of play because you can't super see here, it's green instead of blue. The blue version was just kind of better. This green one tried to focus on a thing of like, so it has piercing, which means that if it kills something, it still checks a security past it. For Magic players, trample, kind of. And then it, what is it, gains... Yeah, when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, unsuspend it. The problem is that the other one way more easily just did, cool, I'm going to unsuspend and I have jamming, so I'm just going to swing into security and not have to worry about anything in there except for options. So the problem here is this text. So this is their weird way. So one, this is obviously a reference to the old original Digimon cards. Like this is how the card art was done and such. But this is also how they did evolutions, was in a little box at the top. So the problem is that the camera doesn't want to focus. Also, this one has not been errataed yet, which is a little concerning. Oh my goodness, camera, please focus. I don't even know what it's trying to focus on. So you'll see, just barely, there we go. So Digivolves from a blue level 5 by paying 3 memory, green level 5 by paying 3 memory. This box here under the flavor text, which is, I guess, a thing, says that if it digivolves onto a Dino-Beamon or a Pyildramon, it costs 2 less, which would make its evolution cost 1. It's supposed to cost 5 at a base level and only cost 3 if it's on an Imperial Dramon or a Dino-Beamon. So this is a strictly better fucked up version of the reprint. But we still opened it, so hey, I will take that. I do legitimately want to go check and see how much this is worth, because I'd honestly be a little surprised if it's not a fair amount, because while it's not good, by any means, people are weird about getting the, like, super rare things, so... It's currently only going for, like, 16 bucks, but it is not bad, so I will take it. Anyway, we haven't actually opened any fucking packs yet. Let's go. Still, very lucky. Here's hoping that we can get all of the Hydra Seas. God, I hate that. I hate that it's sunk into my speech now. So hopefully we can get those, because I need... So technically I need 4 of them, because it's an artist who we collect, and I want 3 of them for the deck. Oh, this Tropiumon is also very cute. It's not necessarily good, but I like it, so... It could theoretically work in this deck, but it's just not the best for it. Also, I'm going to scoot camera and things real quick. Also might zoom the camera a tiny... Well, it refuses to zoom easily, so screw it. Also, silly thing to point out. So, Ebidramon, that is a giant lobster, yes. You'll note that it has Dramon in its name, which is historically a way that they call out being kind of a dragon. Ah, shit. So this one also has kind of important errata. So Flame Dramon has... One, I really want this deck to be good. It's not going to be, but I want this deck to be good. This is also the reason why that Imperial Dramon, the virus type, is the one of the potential box toppers for this set, is because they printed basically a line of Vmon and Wormmon that go into the evil Imperial Dramon. It's very fun and goofy. So instead of being in green and blue, it's now in red and purple. So both of them do kind of similar things. So this is, when digivolving, activate one of the effects below. You may digivolve one of your other Digimon into a level 4 purple Digimon card with free in its traits from your trash for its play cost. That is supposed to say... I hate this a little bit. It's supposed to be Digivolution cost. They are, for some reason, correcting it to just cost, because I guess the idea is that, well, you're digivolving it, so the implication is it's Digivolve cost. The only problem with this is that, for some reason, Shadramon says Digivolution cost, and they're errataing it to cost. Like, no, it was correct. You didn't need to... fine. And then the secondary effect, so you have to pick one of these two. You may digivolve this Digimon and one other... one of your other Digimon in play into a Digimon card in your hand for its DNA Digivolution cost. DNA Digivolves are usually free, so functionally what you can basically do is go into Flame Dramon for 2, use its effect to Digivolve into Shadramon from trash for 2, use Shadramon's effect, which is the same except it says red instead of purple, but use its secondary effect to DNA Digivolve into one of the 2 targets, so either Dino-Beamon or Pyildramon. So I just like it. It's a goofy, fun way of doing it. Oh, hey, Megidra Flame, you're fine. See, the problem is a bunch of the cards in this set are fine. Like, they don't do anything astonishing. Like, okay, there's kind of an interesting attempt to do a new Guillaumon deck here, or at least soup up the existing one by giving it a purple splash. The problem is that all of them are so focused on, like, mill effects, which... Technically, you could probably do a mill deck in Digimon, since there's no max hand size. People tend to draw a lot of cards, but the problem is that most of the decks that would potentially be viable to mill themselves out and help you mill them out have a major issue with usually having ways to bounce stuff back. No, that's just because one of the images is mirrored. But welcome. It's just that one of the images is mirrored so that it looks like I am looking at the cards in the thing. I think this is one of the ones that's not terrible. Yeah, both players trash the top. Hang on. Camera, why is your focus always so screwy? Yeah, when digivolving, both players trash the top 3 cards of their deck. Then if a player has 5 or more cards in their trash, you may play 1 Guillemon or Toccato from your hand without paying its memory cost. This one's actually not terrible. The other 2 that are in this are and, well, actually they're arguably good, but the new Megidramon doesn't super work for it, but hey. Oh, hey, this is the other, this is the rookie that I was mentioning. Jazzamon. It's like a, right, this one does not have, I forget that, does the other rookie have an on-play? Maybe the other rookie doesn't have an on-play either. But yeah, your turn, once per turn when you play a Hina, so the tamer that the deck needs, gain 1 memory. And then, yeah, while this Digimon has an on-play effect, it gets bigger. So all of the inheritables usually relate to having on-play effects. And, oh, good, another one of the eroded cards, for goodness sake. What was your errata? Hang on. Like I said, there's a lot of eroded cards from this because of both issues with timing, frankly, and translating from kanji to English that do not go well. What's the Megacedramon change? Oh, right. Oh, okay, this is a silly one. So, come here. When attacking, you can play 1 blue level 3 Digimon card from one of your blue Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying its memory cost. That's actually fine. The problem is the when attacking trigger does not say one of your... What does it not say? Hang on. You may play a blue level 3 Digimon card from one of the Digivolution cards of one of your blue Digimon without paying its memory cost. What's the problem there? You may play 1 blue, you may... Why is that even highlighted as correction? That's the same text. What the... Oh, okay, so one thing, it was supposed to say once per turn. Wait, it does say once per turn. I'm so fucking confused. What? Oh, what? Okay, this is one of those corrections that I actually hate then. So they're correcting, you may play a blue level 3 Digimon card to you may play 1 blue. That's not a necessary correction, you pests. From one of your blue Digimon's Digivolution cards. From one of your blue Digimon. Oh, from one of your blue Digimon. Ah, okay. That part makes slightly more sense. But no, stop. A bunch of the erratas for this set are actually aggressively unnecessary, and I kind of hate it. Oof. I mean... Yeah, because they refuse to give any of the Dark Masters any kind of actual support. So now that they have an excuse to make their Mega not Metal Seadramon, gotta. I agree, but some of this, the text standardization is actually bad. None of you are them, are they? Cool. And if we get to one, I will point it out because it drives me up the fucking wall because you have standardized in the wrong direction. Also, hey, another one of the... This one throws me off just because it's so similar to the normal one, but yeah. Or not the normal one, the rookie. Jazzardmon, or Jazzardmon, who is... You're a machine dragon, right? Yes. So, like I said, after this, they all start having on-play effects that have to be very long because they have to do stuff like reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card with Rock Dragon, Earth Dragon, Bird Dragon, Machine Dragon, or Sky Dragon in its traits, and 1 Hina. Oh, speaking of also cards that got erratas. Okay. So this one's stupid, but in a good way. So this one says, When digivolving, you may play one level 3 blue Digimon card or level 4 or lower Digimon card with Aquatic in its traits from one of your blue Digimon cards, Digivolutions. One of your blue Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying its memory cost. Then you can place one blue Digimon card from your hand under this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution. The correction is it's supposed to say Aqua or sea animal in one of its traits. That means that allowing it to hit aquatic as well as aqua beasts and a couple of Digimon that are sea animals. The thing is, actually, most sea animals have been were converted over to aquatic, but still, it's fine. It's fine. I want this deck to be good. I don't think it will be, but I want it to be good. And hey, here's one of the. Oh my goodness, why am I so bad at finding the focus spot for this camera? Brain. Hey, Trucy. One of the Dino Bee and Pyildramons for that deck. So these two actually do almost exactly the same thing. So like I said, the goal is to, basically for memory, evolve into... So the goal is to use either Flamedramon or Shadramon to evolve into... why am I having trouble with words? What's up?
Michael's going to be here soon. Do you want your door shut?
No. Okay. So use Flamedramon or Shadramon, evolve into them, use their first effect to evolve something else into the other one, then use that one's effect to go into either Dino Beemon or Pyildramon, who then have, when digivolving, when DNA digivolving, you can place the other one from your trash onto play without paying its memory cost, which I believe because of both Shadramon and Flamedramon's inheritables will then also let you go up into the new Imperial Dramon Dragon mode, who hopefully will open, but we'll see. Who then, when it has Blitz and when attacking, can then go into fighter mode. It's basically just what if we made a goofy, terrible red-purple combo deck? Also, Aerovedramon. This one also has fucking slightly needless errata, but I can see why they did it. So when digivolving, if you have a Trial of the Four Great Dragons in play, or if you don't have a Trial of the Four Great Dragons in play, place one Trial of the Four Great Dragons in, from your hand in the battle area. So the idea, so this has errata that says you may place now. I think the initial idea was that because hand is hidden information, you aren't actually forced to reveal hidden information. So you didn't have to, but in this case, clarity's sake, they corrected that. And what's our last one? Oh, hey, Wormmon. Okay, this one actually has very needed errata. So tell me if this reads the way that it's supposed to anyone else. On play, reveal the top 3 cards to your deck. Add one purple or red card with free in its traits, or one card with Imperial Dramon in its name. It has to do that because this Imperial Dramon is a virus type, like I mentioned. In its name among them to your hand. Trash one card among them. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So when I read it like that, do you read that and go, ah, yes, the trashed card must also meet the same requirements? Because that's the intention. So it has actually been errated to say, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add one purple or red free trait or one card with Imperial Dramon's name among them to your hand, and trash one such card among them. So, mostly because apparently this was clearer in Japanese, but not clear enough because it actually already had a ruling in Japanese for correcting it. So, Wing Beasts in Yu-Gi-Oh! They wouldn't always need wings in Digimon. Yeah. Well, I mean, frankly, that's also part of why, as we get through this, that's why Yu-Gi-Oh! Has the fixed... I don't remember what they're called. Because it's not attributes, because that's their that's their element thing. No, not their attribute. That's what I'm saying. It's not attribute because attribute are the things like winged beast, beast warrior, nya 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 nya. That's why Yu-Gi-Oh has such a fixed number of them, because translating that from Japanese to English would be a massive pain in the ass. So they don't. They just go, no, we have X number, and occasionally we add a new one, and it's a big deal when we add a new one. And it's also, like, they run into a similar issue, too, with archetypes because they have to share a kanji in, like, the name. So it's part of why, for a while, like, the Dark Magician was not considered a real archetype because there weren't cards that specifically, or certain cards were not considered part of the archetype because in Japanese they didn't properly fit into it because they were missing a specific kanji. Yeah, I just can't remember what it's called. Because, yeah, it's not attribute, because that's their element one. Hey, okay, so this Commandramon is actually adorable, because, like I said, this set is all focused on dragons, so obviously D-Brigade got support in this set, because D-Brigade is frankly the best and goofiest archetype in existence. Since its primary focus is to go, hey, I run 8 million Digimon whose name are all Commandramon, a bunch of them do goofy things based on the number of Commandramon I have. And unfortunately, they just sort of went, turns out all of the D-Brigade champions and ultimates are kind of meh. So your primary focus was to play out the Mega, who costs 13, but when you play him, he lets you place up to 5 Digimon with D-Brigade from your trash to the top of your deck. And for each one you do, he reduces his own cost by 2. So if you play him if you have 5, you can play him for 3 and then swing with him. It's a rush deck. So this new Commandramon is very silly because it has a relatively unique ability, Decoy, which has been printed before but doesn't come up very often. And usually is like decoy color. In this case, it's decoy D-Brigade. So when one of your other Digimon with D-Brigade in its traits would be deleted by an opponent's effect, you may delete this Digimon to prevent their deletion. Notably, because people fucked this up 2 sets ago, no, that is a cost. If this is not deleted, the deletion is not prevented. You cannot, what was it? There was some weird instance where people were trying to use decoy to protect something of theirs and then going, well, this Digimon has BT9. There was a way, or there were a bunch of ways actually, for, maybe it was BT10. No, it was BT9, yeah. There were a bunch of ways for, what's their name? This is going to drive me up the wall. Alphamon, for the Alphamon deck to get decoy on itself and then do stuff to functionally let them try and delete their own thing, or try and use decoy to protect something, but it also has deletion protection from Doru Greymon. Like, no, it's a cost. If it's not deleted, then the other deletion isn't prevented. So, yeah. Oh, hey, Paildramon. This one is just kind of goofy and cute. This isn't a super impressive line, but hey, it's fine. When Digivolving, choose one of your Digimon, choose one Digivolution card under one of your opponent's Digimon and trash it. Basically, this and its evolution are the first cards that let you pick what you trash from your opponent's Digimon sources instead of going just the top card or the bottom card. Okay, so this is one of the cards that has a ton of errata. So like I said, right now it says reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Angel in its traits, and 1 card with 4 Great Dragons in its traits among them to your hand, place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. That works in Japanese because of the whole heaven kanji thing. It does not work in English because cherub, throne, authority, seraph, and virtue in our language do not include a kanji or the word angel. Oh my god, hang on. Now I am going to close the door. So that's a problem. Actually, it wouldn't even be that much of a problem because this could still hit 3 Great Angel cards because of the way it's phrased. Except that there are 3, technically 4, once a card from BT11 gets printed, cards that still wouldn't meet that criteria. Slash Angemon, who is, I think, a virtue. Racielmon, who is a throne. And Clavis Angemon, who is authority, I want to say. Yeah. So it had to get errata in a really annoying, stupid way. Oh, hey, what do you know? I was just saying. Chris Paldramon also does the same thing, so we can pick 2 Digivolution cards under an opponent's thing and trash them. And it strips and stuns them. Okay. I really want the 4 Great Dragons deck to be a thing, but it's probably not. So this is one of the options that kind of works with the deck. Main, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 for the turn. Then you may return 1 card with 4 Great Dragons in its traits from your trash to your hand. There are 5 cards with 4 Great Dragons. Well, not counting other previous printings of them. The 4 Great Dragons themselves, and the option card, Trial of the 4 Great Dragons, that lets you cheat 1 into play per turn. The deck is jank. It's very jank. I want it to be good. I don't think it's going to be very good. And most of them have options like this that functionally just do one of the things that the card that they're referencing does. So like Godflame is one of Goldramon's attacks. Like it does the minus 6,000 thing. Hey, Guillaumon. Jersey, I actually really like the way the search works in general. It just runs into problems where the language barrier comes up. Frankly, I really like the search the top 3 instead of go find the exact card you want in your entire deck. So here we have Guillaumon. I love this goofy little idiot. So he's one of these new rookies that have 2 colors. So to offset that, I didn't realize he could only evolve into purple. But he costs 1 to evolve, unlike most rookies. Or he can evolve for 0 on any Gigimon. So, yay. On deletion, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less. If no Digimon were deleted by this effect, both players trash the top 2 cards of their decks. So, way to fill your trash so that other Guillaumon effects can stack. Dark Tyrannomon. Look, Dark Tyrannomon and EX Tyrannomon from this set are both terrible, but they have beautiful Kogi art. Otherwise, they're terrible. Like, on deletion, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon as an inheritable. It's not good, unless you have a way to get it, like, under something already. Wingdramon, this is one of the 2 cards supporting a very goofy archetype that is the green-blue one for this set called Examon. He's 1, hey, we finally have a Royal Knight in green, and 2, he's just a giant Dagron, so of course he's in this set. And he's a fusion of Breakdramon and I think Slayerdramon. But because fusing 2 level 6s is a massive pain in the ass, Wingdramon and Grounddramon, who are both level 5s, have cute little rulings in them where, yeah, your turn, Examon in your hand can treat this Digimon as a level 6 during DNA Digivolution. Kind of, yeah, look, Wingdramon's always weird. You're seeing it from a really weird perspective here, like right up on it. When you zoom out on it, it's basically like kind of a dragon body on a jetpack that's like 8 times its size. It's very weird. Wingdramon's a very strange Digimon. Trucy, the problem is that then you can't communicate it well because you can't say it. And frankly, I think part of the issue is mostly that they seem to be pushing really aggressively for us to be catching up with the Japanese market because they want to run like Worlds events instead of just nationals for non-Japanese organizations. Actually, nationals only really exist in North America right now, but still. So a lot of cards seem to be getting rush through as quickly as they possibly can, which I think is part of the issue. And in some cases, it's just someone going, oh, for fuck's sake, why? Why can't I just do Angel? Because it's so much quicker. And this is part of the thing that keeps annoying me, is that people keep blaming translators when it's just like, fucker, the issue is assuredly not translators, because the place where you're getting most of your information from is actually the official Bandai translation. It seems to actually be an issue with editing and Bandai not paying or giving their editors enough time. So, and hey, Voramon. Oh, right, I was right. So this doesn't have an on-play effect. So it's only the level 4s and up all have on-plays. But this one, I think, has, yeah, similar effect to the other bird. Oh my goodness. But when you play a Hina, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. And then if this Digimon has an on-play effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less when attacking. It's cute. Oh, right. This set also only has 2 eggs. So there's Missimon. So this is the D Brigade egg. While you have another Digimon with D Brigade in its traits in play, this Digimon gains Reboot, so helpful if you put it under, like... Actually, now that you want to evolve through some of your Commandromons, this is kind of good in general. The existing Missimon was fine, but the other... generally, you would run a Pagumon egg that let you search more stuff. Yeah, Missimon is super cute. And, oh, hey, speaking of one of the 4 great dragons, we've got Megidramon. Okay, gonna say right now, this one, I believe, has errata that I actively disagree with. Hang on. I didn't even copy this one's... You have the same errata as something else, though, don't you? And I don't remember whose it was. Cool. I'll check in a minute. So one, this Digimon is always counted as Chaos Gallantmon, because Chaos Gallantmon cares about seeing its own name. Also, it being Chaos, or not Chaos, it having Gallantmon's name means it works with Takato, so very important for trying to support the Guillaumon deck. The problem is a bunch of its abilities don't really do anything with the rest of it. On play, delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. If this card was played by the effect of Trial of the 4 Great Dragons, add 1 to the maximum level of Digimon that can be deleted by this effect. So I don't know why they don't just write that as level 6, but probably because something I'm forgetting can increase the level of deletion effects as well, but On deletion, if you don't have a Trial of the 4 Great Dragons in play, place 1 Trial of the 4 Great Dragons from your hand in the battle area. Right, no, this is not one of the ones I disagree with. I just think it's unnecessary. Because, yeah, the errata for this one is saying you may do that. Oh, hey, speaking of more D-Brigade, Tankdramon! There was previously a Tankdramon card. It wasn't great, so no one ran it. Now we have one that actually seems kind of decent. When digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play 1 Digimon card with D-Brigade in its traits and a play cost of 5 or less among them without paying its memory cost. Trash the rest. That may sound bad, but D-Brigade generally likes having D-Brigade and also just other cyber or machine stuff in trash, so that's kind of good for them. Your turn, once per turn, inheritable. When one of your Digimon with D-Brigade in its traits attacks, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. You may play 1 Commandramon among them without paying its memory cost, trash the rest. So it's just more incentive to play as many cards that are named Commandramon as you possibly can. Yay! Okay. We have not actually hit an alt-art or an SR yet, have we? Ooh, hey, Airdramon, I wish I liked you more, because it's good Koki art, but I just don't think the card's terribly useful. Oh, hey, there we go. There's X-Tyrannomon, the also good Koki art, but utterly unhelpful card. A level 5 with blocker. Sure, it's got 9k, but that just means it doesn't trade with most level 5s, but sure. All turns, while this Digimon has no Digivolution cards, it can't attack or block. It's a thing. Also, have we not seen a Shadramon yet? That's weird. That's like the 3rd Flamedramon. Hey, there's a Sealsdramon. I think I may have spoken too soon, and there's an alt art at the back of this. So this Sealstrom has jamming, which yay, thank fuck. Also 5 cost, so can be played with the other one. Oh my goodness. Tankdramon can be played by Tankdramon's effect. And then jamming, by the way, means it doesn't can't be deleted in battle with security Digimon. So if it, even though it's only 4K, if it swings into security and hits something bigger than it, doesn't die. Your turn, once per turn, when you play another Digimon with D Brigade in its traits, it gains Rush for the turn. That's kick ass. We've got Angelomon. This is another one who I believe has had some level of errata for weird reasons. And I don't remember what it was. Oh, it's another one of the you may place Trial of the Four Great Dragons. So then we've got another Wormmon, and we've got another. So Wormmon and another Altart Dobrikmon. Fuck. Okay. Annoying, but sure. I'm only saying annoying because this means I have 2 of them now. Which I'm not against because he's actually a pretty good top end for the Gammamon deck, but I try not to let myself go after Altarts too much because down that way leads way too much spent money. Way too much spent money. Hey, more Commandramon. We don't actually need any more, but still. Oh, hey, so Flarizamon has the correct version of that Dobrikmon text. If this Digimon has Dragon, Saur, or Ceratopsian in one of its traits, draw 1. See? So that's why everyone's sort of this is the one that I will give people some credit for being annoyed about, because it was correct on 2 of the cards, but not on the top and bottom end. Yeah, but the problem is that because Digimon players are easily... I mean, that's not even Digimon players. Because card game players are very easily... we're magpies. I don't want to let myself fall for it because I will try and master set shit. And hey, another one of the Dragon Link cards. And so I guess both the level 4s are searchers. So yeah, on play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1... add 1 Digimon... Yeah, except I don't know how to pronounce that much, but yeah. Add 1 Digimon card with Rock Dragon, Earth Dragon, Bird Dragon, Machine Dragon, or Sky Dragon's traits, and 1 Hina among them to your hand. Place the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. And then same inheritable, like, blows stuff up. Yes, finally, the 4th Pomumon! Now we only need a 5th so that I can put it in the binder. But hey! So this is another one of the options that just does a thing that one of the 4 Great Dragons already does. This is a Zulongmon's thing. Trash the top 4 cards, top 4 Digivolution cards of one of your opponent's Digimon. Until the end of your opponent's turn, your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't attack. So it's more of the blue strip and stun plan. Hey, Jazarachimon. So the level 5 on the black side of this, so it starts getting into the on-play de-Digivolve effect, which is nice. And speak of the fucking devil, we've got a Zulongmon, the normal art. This has alt art by Koki that I'm trying to get. So on play, draw 2. Then if this card was played by Trial of the 4 Great Dragons, effect, gain 2 memory. On deletion, if you don't have Trial of the 4 Great Dragons in play, place 1 Trial of the 4 Great Dragons from your hand into the battle area. Notably, the reason why... so the option does a thing that previous printings of a Zulongmon do, not this current one, since it just draws cards. We're 1/3 with flying and draw a card when we deal damage. I feel like I'm missing something. Hey, another Godflame. Oh, okay, I like Parasaurmon. If this wasn't a dinosaur, this would actually, it's 1K too big. Oh, Thieving Magpie. Okay, so I want this card to be good, but the problem is that it doesn't fit in the vegetation deck because it's 1K too big, and it's a dinosaur, not a vegetation plant or fairy. So, Evos for 2, your turn. When you would play a green Digimon card, you may suspend this Digimon to reduce its play cost by 1. Is everything aquatic now? No. None of those actually got changed. In fact, the Crabmon specifically still works because all of the cards that play stuff out of sources grab it based on level as well. So they can grab Crabmon. But that's why Plesiomon is corrected to say Aqua, because it can hit aquatic and aqua beasts as well as sea beasts. And I think a Beedramon is an aqua something. Hang on. I know that we already saw a Plesiomon. Yeah, so a Beedramon is aquatic, so the aqua that is in Plesiomon's correction can hit it. And then where is Plesiomon? Because, again, Plesiomon's one of the cards that needed errata. Where are you? There you are. So its effect currently says aquatic, which is wrong. It's supposed to say card with aqua or sea beast in one of its traits. So, because it's phrased as in one of its traits, it's basically allowed to piece out. No, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Functionally, the effect is able to tell that, or is able to check and see, sort of like Tocato's effect. Yes, parse is the word I was trying to think of. Tocato's effect says name contains Growlmon or Gallantmon. If it said name is Gallantmon, then it does. Then Chaos Gallantmon doesn't work with Tocato anymore. But because it's it should say, let me read the actual errata text. It should say you may play one blue level 3 Digimon card or one level 4 or lower Digimon card with Aqua or Sea Animal in one of its traits. So it can see that, Aqua Beast contains Aqua and Aquatic contains Aqua. But again, very rushed editorial job, so shit's weird. Right. Parasarmon, like I said, I just like this one. Unfortunately, the when you would play part doesn't even really matter. Like, oh, for goodness sake. Because a lot of the cards in the vegetation deck, you actually just end up playing by effect anyway, but still, I like it. And then the inheritable, also it's just a Parasaurolophus, and I'm always on board with them. Your turn, once per turn, when an effect suspends one of your Digimon, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. It's just cute. Like Ancient Fish has Ancient and Fish. Exactly. The problem is that there are occasionally cards that do stuff like look specifically for Ancient Fish, or what is it for? Oh, what's the one? Ancient Beetlemon has Ancient Insect. No, has that one caused issues? I feel like that one caused weird issues. Is it Rhino Kabuterimon has a deeply weird effect because of that? Where are you? Hey, I even opened the right set by accident. Yay. Rhino Kabuterimon, come here. Yeah, right. Right. Because this was done so strangely. Yeah, Rhino Kabuterimon specifically has a slightly goofy effect of this Digimon can Digivolve into a Digimon card with Insectoid or 10 Warriors in its traits because they made all of the 10 Warriors have Ancient something instead of just... Or even just like, it could have just been Ancient Insectoid and it would have been fine. But no, Ancient Insect. So now we have to have it call out 10 Warriors instead of just Insect. But part of the idea is that it means that the Ancient Insect can take support from the Insect support. But yeah, it's a whole thing. I think this is also why... I need to check the card real quick before I say this out loud. I think Tentomon has something weird about it because of this. The EX Tentomon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is why in Japanese, the EX printing of Tentomon, EX1-033, says when attacking, the next time one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with, it just says insect in one of its traits, reduce the memory cost by 1. Tentomon instead has this kind of slightly janky thing of next time one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon card with Insectoid or Ancient Insect in its traits, because this was before they started doing the in one of its traits to acknowledge that it can read the individual portions of it functionally. It was... Game design is an evolving science, especially when you're having to translate from languages with very different syntax. Hey, Cyberdramon, I wish you were better. Gatomon has the exact same errata as Patamon, because Angel search thing is weird. Hey, Dark Tyrannomon. Volctramon is the level 5 that once again says the correct text of Dragon, Soar, or Ceratopsian. So, I wonder if it's just because it is actually the same effect as Flarizamon, so they just copy and pasted it? I don't even know if it is the same effect. And the next card has the worst errata issue. So, this Growlmon says, on deletion, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. If no Digimon was deleted by this effect, both players trash the top 2 cards of their decks. You'll note that's the exact same effect that the Guillaumon from this set has, which is not what this Growlmon is supposed to say. This Growlmon is supposed to say, when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less, and then the part that I don't get, if no Digimon is deleted by this effect, trash the top 2 cards of both players' decks. I don't know why they changed the sentence order there, but they did, and called it out in the errata change. No, I don't know why. Hey, another Sealsdramon. Yay! Angemon. Okay, this one also has errata, amusingly, in the other direction. Normally, we've actually had an issue previously with Digimon needing errata for an effect that pays attention to all Digimon. This one is only supposed to care about itself. So all turns, when a Digimon with Drummon or Examon in its name becomes unsuspended, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP for the turn. It's supposed to say, when this Digimon with Drummon or Examon in its name becomes unsuspended, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. It's basically the exact inversion of the problem we ran into with, not Hisariumon, or Yukinmon, yeah. Hyper Infinity Cannon. Okay, notably Chaos Dramon is the only card from this set I don't think we've opened yet. Oh, wait, no, or Examon. Those are the only 2 we haven't seen yet. I personally haven't seen yet, I guess. Chaos Dramon is the weird evolved form of Machine Dramon because, again, they don't want to actually give the Dark Masters support, so they just keep supporting the weird Chaos version of them. We don't question it. Yes, we do, but still. So while you have a level 6 Digimon with Machine's traits in play, you can use this card without meeting its color requirements. Since it's red-black, you'd need red and black to hit them, yada yada. Digivolve 3, one of your opponent's Digimon, then you may place 1 card with Cyborg in its traits from your hand or trash under one of your level 6 Digimon with Machine in its traits as the bottom Digivolution card to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6000 DP or less. This also has errata that I fucking hate and actively disagree with. So, you know how I just said, then you may place 1 card with Cyborg? That reads really cleanly and makes it clear that it is an optional effect you are not required to do, that you need to do the first part to do the second part, because it's may do X to do Y. For some fucking reason, a bunch of them are being converted over to the much less clear text that's used on cards like Shoutmon X4, which say, by doing X, do Y, that don't make it clear that it's an optional effect, and I'm really annoyed about that. Anyway, hey, Entmon, technically you could go in the Vegetation deck, but the Vegetation deck, frankly, has better level 5s than you. So Digisorption -3, so if you suspend something while it's evolving, It only costs 1 to evolve into. When digivolving, if you have 2 or more suspended Digimon in play, unsuspend this Digimon. It's fine. Also, ad is about to run for about 1.5 minutes, so I'm actually going to go on a very quick break. See you in just a minute. Yes. Okay, we're back again. Sorry, I ran outside because also have friend what runs the tournament that I have to go judge tonight is here. So let's tear into more of these things because we have not seen any of the cards I'm actually like actively hunting for yet. Oh, hey, Snow Agumon. We haven't seen any of you yet. Honestly, this one's just kind of cute and gives you the so camera, figure your shit out. Why are you like this? Because it was doing fixed zoom. Snow Agumon, opponent's turn. When your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards would Digivolve, increase the Digivolution cost by 1. I think it's just a cute little effect. I don't think it's necessarily good, but I like it. More Voltramon, the Growlmon in need of correction. Okay, so this is the rookie for the Dobrikmon that also, again, has the same issue where it says dragon and not the correct text. But hey, also it's done by Koki, and it looks fucking adorable. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, except that I think it's supposed to be the kitchen that also shows up in a Marimon art that Koki did. But yeah, it's very cute. And I think one other card I'm forgetting too. And hey, also very cute Takase art, doing a Vidramon. When Digivolving, reveal it. Oh, right. So this is one of the 2 evolution lines that's trying to support the 4 Great Dragons deck. Reveal the top 4 cards to your deck, add 1 card with Drummon in its name, and 1 card with 4 Great Dragons in its traits among them to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. And then, inheritable, when you play a Digimon with 4 Great Dragons in its traits, it gains Rush for the turn. This has errata that's, in my opinion, largely irrelevant, but still, it just re-clarifies that the Digimon you played gets it. However, because there's some niche instances where you can technically play more than 1 4 Great Dragons Digimon at the same time, it clarifies it to make sure only one of them gets the Rush effect. I assume because someone did something busted. Cordramon, this is the opposite thing for Wingdramon, so same thing, gives, like you can use it to DNA Digivolve into Examon quickly. Another Jazzdramon. Oh, hey, speaking of the devil, there's Breakdramon. This is the actual level 6 that it's supposed to go into. So, Digivolves for 4 or for 3 from a Grounddramon, or Wingdramon, technically. It does so much shit. All turns, once per turn, when this Digimon becomes suspended, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Part of the reason that it does that is because Slayerdramon, the opposite side, does some weird shit to cause self-suspend and then forcing an opponent to attack. It does a bunch of weird stuff. It's confusing. It's a lot that happens, and frankly, I'm probably going to do a recorded thing about it at some point, but we'll see. All turns, once per turn, when one of your Digimon with Dramon or Xmon in its name deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack, and then I think, what is the all turns? The all turns is basically just a copy of the second effect. Or, sorry, the inheritable is a copy of the second effect, so it just lets the top end have it. And hey, we've got the Vmon that works for the Imperial Dramon deck. So on play, you may trash 1 card with Imperial Dramon in its name or free in its traits from your hand to draw 2. And since we've established that deck really wants to get a bunch of its stuff into trash, that makes your life a lot easier. The real trick is going to be finding enough red and purple free type Digimon. There's a couple, but it's a little bit tighter than some of the other ones. Oh, hey, laser cannon. That would be this one, Metallic Dramon's attack. It's also the most straightforward Digimon attack I've ever seen. It's just laser cannon. I mean, the effect is good, because de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 5 or less. Kick ass. Agumon, this is the slightly goofy Agumon line that goes into Vidramon instead of Greymon, because this is the... Really? Oh my god, why is my mother calling me? Hang on. Going on break. Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? 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 Are you kidding me? Okay. Cool. Oh, it decided to be all kinds of busted. Rotate. Thank you. Everything is fine. Just before anyone worries, my mother just decided to scare the fucking crap out of me. It's fine. Okay, is that continue? Hang on, I cannot read that. Focus continuous. There we go. Cool. That's the focus I needed it on. Cool. Let's keep going through this fucking record, damn it. Okay. Hey, Agumon. Oh, finally a fucking Shadramon. Okay. So, like I said, this is the other side of the red-purple Imperialdramon evolution line. When digivolving, activate one of the effects below. You may digivolve one of your other Digimon into a red level 4 with free in its traits from your trash and its You may digivolve one of your other Digimon into a red level 4 Digimon card with free in its traits from your trash for its Digivolution cost. You may DNA digivolve this Digimon and one of your other Digimon into a Digimon card from your hand for its DNA Digivolution cost. Ugh. And then, what is it? The inheritable is the... Oh, yeah. You may DNA digivolve this Digimon and one other Digimon in play into a Digimon card in your hand for its DNA Digivolution cost. Words are hard. Okay. And there's, yep, Flamedramon. Another Plesiomon. Oh, wow, we're just going to get all of them in one pack. We also got the Dino Beamon. Is there... Damn it, I was really hoping we'd also get a Pyildramon in it, too. But nope, we just got another Lavorvomon. And hey, Magnadramon, this is another one of the 4 Great Dragons. This one at least is kind of interesting. On play, all of your opponent's Digimon get security attack -1 till the end of your opponent's turn. And if it was played by the effect of Trial of the 4 Great Dragons, all of them get -2 instead. It's fine. I don't think it's great, but it's fine. There we go. That's much more interesting. We got another Metallic Dramon. We officially have 3 now. Setting this over here because, frankly, we're going to end up building that damn deck. Okay. Also, sorry about the double break there. It was more of just a, oh shit, why is my phone ringing? It's my mother calling. No one calls me. That's bad. Yes, as must be said, more cocaine Agumon. Airdramon, Crabdramon. Also, okay, this Crabdramon is actually pretty good, if slightly weird, because you have to actually think about how its effect works. On play, one of your blue Digimon gains jamming for the turn. When played from Digivolution cards, you may place one blue level 5 or lower Digimon card from your hand under that Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card. Basically, if you play it out of sources by one of the effects, then you get to replace it theoretically with something with a better inheritable. And now, hey, now you have this Crabmon that you can start using to build a new stack. Another Laser Cannon, another Sonorizamon. Hey, Shadramon. X-Tyrannomon. Oh, hey, Dracomon. Okay. Lackey Dottie, I guess. Another one of the 2-color ones, so 2 cost, or 1 cost evolution, even though it's a rookie, or can evolve for 0 onto I always screw this one up. Bidiomon, which is the blue one from this set, and it also, there's a Bidiomon from BT10, and I think a red one from BT1. On play, so it's a searcher. On play, reveal the top 4 cards to your deck, add 1 green or blue Digimon card with Dramon in its name, and 1 card with Examon in its name among them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. And then just gets bigger if it's in a Examon or Dramon stack. Okay, cool, we did get another Pyildramon, so I'll still be happy. Because, yes. And still same thing, both the Dino Beamon and the Pyildramon play out the opposite from trash when digivolving, and then on deletion they play out either Vmon or Wormmon. This one does Vmon, the other one does Wormmon. And the Inheritable's pretty good because security attack +1. Hey, Cordramon. So once again, so Digivolves for 2 from a Dracomon, and then has the new keyword ability Evade. If this Digimon would be deleted, you may suspend it to prevent that deletion. Notable, that does not work with DP reduction. Technically, yes, it prevents the deletion. Then the game rules still go, cool, you still don't have 0 DP, more than 0 DP, you're still going to get deleted. And then Inheritable gives Drummon or Examon's Evade as well. Cool, we officially have 4 Dobrikmons. Yay! Actually, we might have more. And yes, still written wrong, but hey. Ooh, hey, that's our second SR for this pack box. Another Aegis-Dramon, who I continue to like, even if he's kind of goofy. Again, this one says aquatic when it actually should say aqua or sea animal in one of its traits. In general, though, I'm still kind of on board. Wait a second, this isn't the alt art, is it? No, it's not. Cool. The alt art makes it look sort of more like a helicarrier. I do many goofish things. That's pretty well established, April. The first deck you actually built is D-Brigade? Yes. D-Brigade is such a fun deck, and I like that it's finally getting more support. And I think it's... Why do I feel like it's getting more support in a coming set as well? I might actually just forever have EX3 set in my brain as a forever coming soon set, so... Okay. Come on, more Hydramons, please. Nope. Oh, hey, Majiramon, you absolute deer-antlered dragon for reasons. Yeah, I like the blue carrier deck too, honestly. I've always wanted it to be a thing, so... Hey, we got the level 5 for the red side of the Dragon Links. On play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. Then you may play 1 Hina from your hand without paying its memory cost. All turns, once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon is deleted, if this Digimon has an on-play effect, gain 1 memory. Nice. Yay! Okay, we're just going to get all of the SRs in like one row. Well, hey, I now at least have enough Hydramons to run the deck, even if I still want my terrible cursed Hydraces for my own stylization on it. Sure, let's go with that. But hey, I now officially have enough Hydramons and Pomumons to run the deck. I mean, I'm judging tonight instead of playing, but still, it's fine. It is more than good enough. Okay. Hey, Tropiumon. Again, I wish you were better. Functionally, it kind of does a lot of the same stuff as Parasarmon. Actually, it almost does... It does very similar things. They're not exactly the same. But, again, the Bloom Hydrid... Excuse me. Deck just does... It has better level 5s, so it doesn't need it. Hey, Abidramon. Majiramon. The Commandramon continues to be adorable, despite the fact that, yes, indeed, it is a tiny dragon dinosaur with a gun. Don't worry. It's fine. Hey, Megiddo Flame. That's how I always mispronounce is Megidra Flame. Hey, Guillaumon. And, yes, more Pomumons. Good. I think someone was needing Pomumons, and initially I was having to go like, I can't help. Actually, I do need to pull a 5th one. Because we only pulled 3 from our first box, but hey. And like, ooh, hey, so that's the egg that I was mentioning that works with Dracomon, so. There we go, finally our first Hina. I want the alt-art Hinas because they're super fucking adorable. But, so for 3, start of your turn, if an opponent has a Digimon in play, gain 1 memory. That's actually just good, cool. Your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with Rock Dragon, Earth Dragon, Machine Dragon, or Sky Dragon, it doesn't include Bird Dragon because the Bird Dragons is the level 3, so you would never be able to digivolve into it in a way that Hina could see because she can't see into raising because no one can see into raising. You may suspend this tamer to activate that Digimon's on-play effect. So worst case, oh god, you do the on-play effect as very expensive on-play, or you just evolve it and use Hina to get to do it for free. Hey, there's the other part of Examon. We got Slayer Dramon. This absolute melon of a Digimon. So, Digivolves for 3 from a Wing Dramon or a Ground Dramon. All turns, once per turn, when this Digimon becomes suspended, unsuspend it. And then comes the weird part. Okay. Start of your opponent's main phase. You may suspend one of your Digimon with Dramon or Examon in its name to force one of your opponent's Digimon to attack. I want to check the errata on this before I say anything. Okay, so part of the errata I agree with on this, because part of it makes it clear that you don't pick the Digimon. The way that it actually works is your opponent attacks with one of their Digimon. My annoyance is that, once again, the errata is changing it from the clear you may to by suspending one of your Digimon with Dramon or Examon in its name, your opponent attacks with one of their Digimon. This version is clearer, except for the part where it makes it sound like you might be able to pick the attacking Digimon. That is a problem. The by suspending part makes it less clear that it's optional, and I hate it. Which the inheritable is the same effect. So functionally it means that the Examon will be able to do that portion of it, which is why Break Dramon, inheritable... I didn't pull the Break Dramon out, did I? Because I said it. Cool. Let's see if I can find the Break Dramon real quick to read the Break Dramon inheritable so I don't try and remember it off the top of my head. Yeah, when one of your Digimon with Dramon or Examon in its name deletes an opponent's Digimon by battle. So the idea being that Examon can like jump in the way of the attack, or another Dramon can jump in the way of the attack because a lot of them will have blocker. It's just a way to it's like pseudo removal by if you've played Magic before, it's like fight as a mechanic. It's a way to make your opponent get into combat and use your Digimon as removal. There's actually a more interesting version of this for me personally in Red in the next set, whose name now escapes me. All the rest of these I think are ones we've already seen. Another Azulongmon, and another Hyper Infinity Cannon. Yup. The problem is I haven't actually been actively pulling SRs out, so I don't have a good feel for how many we've hit. Or have I? Maybe I have by accident, because Hydramon, Dobrikmon's not an SR. Metallic Dramon. Oh, I did just leave that Hina in. Oops. Hey, Godflame again. We haven't seen any Gold Dramons, have we? Ooh, that is our second... I hate trying to pronounce these names sometimes. Lavagarintiamon? Sure. And Avalon's Gate, so this is the option for Examon. For 3, main, activate one of the effects below. If you have a Digimon with Examon in its name, activate all of the effects below instead. I don't know why it says all instead of both, but okay. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and one of your Digimon gains piercing for the turn. Unsuspend one of your Digimon, and then security effect is just the suspend and unsuspend. Interesting. Goodbye, pack that I'm just going to yeet across my desk. Admittedly, the portion of my desk that it can fly across right now is very limited, but hey. Let's see here. More Crisp Eldramon, more Godflame, more Parasaurmon, more Cyberdramon, more Dark Tyrannomon. Basically, I think we are pretty much maxed out on everything now until we get to the rares. Oh, good, Entmon, and another Dobrikmon! Oh my fucking goodness. Really? Can we have the Hinas instead if you're going to give us rares? If you're going to give us duplicates of rares, can I have more Hinas, please? Like, we're one short. Technically 2, but... Parasaurmon, Cyberdramon, Godamon, more Shadra and Paildramon. That might actually be our, like, 5th Wargrowlmon, which for reasons is our ideal number. More Wormmons. I do also need more Vmon off the top of my head. Because I think that's our 4th Wormmon. Because I am a collector at heart, we tend to actually want 5 of any given thing. Assuming it's not an artist that we also care about. Because I want 4 for a playset. More if it's a deck that more people in the polycule actually want to play. And then 1 for the collection binder. Oh, holy crap. I think that is actually our first trial of the 4 Great Dragons, so I can finally explain this damn weird-ass card. Okay, so for 8, main, draw 1. That's it. Then place this card into your battle area. It has delay. So if you've not seen this yet, options with delay just sit on the field. They cannot be cracked the turn they are played, or the turn that they enter play. They need to wait a turn. And then they do stuff. Most of the early ones were basically just a way to make sure you had memory for future turns. This one, however, is the third delay card that does something a little bit extra. There were 2 in the new starter decks that do something else. So delay, you can crack it at least a turn afterwards. Play 1 Digimon card with 4 Great Dragons in its traits from your hand without paying its memory cost. The Digimon played by this effect cannot be digivolved to level 7, and at the end of your opponent's turn, delete the Digimon. So that's why all of them have on-deletion effects. So when you play them out, they still do a thing. And hey, another Mega Seedramon. Why am I hiccuping now? Okay, I have to have missed some SRs, or they're all at the bottom of the pack. Because we opened, what, 2 alt-arts? Was it 2 alt-arts? No, yes, because we opened... No, it was only 1 alt-art, because we opened the other Dobrikmon, and I think that was it. Yeah, okay. Cool. Hey, more Commandramons. Paildramon, Patamon, Chris Paildramon. I swear those 2 are always in the same pack. Godflame, Dark Tyrannomon, Voltramon, hey, Jazzardmon. I know it's supposed to be like Hazard, but I can't brain it. Because it's a J, and my brain doesn't do J's well, apparently. Ah, there's an alt-art. Oh my goodness, it's a Takase one. Yay, we collect Takase art. This is the alt-art for Magnadramon. Where did I just put a pack of penny sleeves? Because, oh, it's so pretty. It's so very pretty. I'm kind of happy that they've done less texturing this set, it feels like, because the texturing, in my experience, tends to make stuff curl more easily, but hey. So that's 2 alt-arts? So still chance for a third, well, not chance, there will be a 3rd alt-art and maybe a secret rare. And we do need 1 of the secret rares. Hey, Abidra. Hey, more Pomomons, yay. I meant to set aside the Sealdramons, because I'm supposed to be keeping an eye out for them. Which reminds me, we still haven't seen a single Darkdramon, and I'm kind of annoyed about that. Hey, that's also our first Chaos Dramon. Is that that's not the alt art, right? Yeah, because that's the normal art. Yeah, okay. So hey, there's one of our SRs. Oh, he does so much stuff. Okay. So, digivolves for 1 onto a Machine Dramon. On play or when digivolving, you may place 3 red or black level 5 cards with Cyborg in their trait and different card numbers from your hand or trash under this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution cards to digivolve or de-digivolve 1 of your opponent's Digimon for each card placed with the effect. When this card would be deleted or returned to your hand or deck, you may trash 2 level 5 cards in this Digimon's Digivolution cards to prevent it from leaving play. It's fine. I don't think it does anything particularly amazing, mostly because I've just never been a huge fan of... So the way that the Machine Dramon, and by extension Chaos Dramon, decks work is that they generally hard play or try to evolve into level 5 cyborgs, usually in a way that trashes a whole bunch of the cyborgs at some point. So doing stuff like Haguramon from EX1 to trash them, trash something from hand so they can draw a whole bunch more cards. It's interesting. I don't hate it. It's never been my cup of tea, so, like, I've just never liked zoo in pretty much anything, so. Anything new? Come on. Damn it, that's our last alt art. Okay. That would be an Aegis-Dramon, though. Like I said, this makes it much clearer that, that it's functionally just a big old helicarrier. So we still have a small chance for a secret rare, which is to say I think there's like 5 packs left, but it's not bad. It is assuredly not bad, especially after the errata makes its effect not entirely pointless. But hey, I like the deck in theory, but also I don't play blue because I've been scarred by Magic, so I don't play blue. Also, I don't like control. I don't like control decks, she says, realizing that the Hydro Bloom deck is 100% a control deck, but it's a control deck where the point is to punch you in the face, not stall out until we both want to die. Still, okay, so that is at least our third Jazerachi. And hey, there we go, we got at least one of the Goldramons. I think this is our second Goldramon. So this is the one that technically, of the 4 Grey Dragons, you're trying to evolve into instead of play. So when digivolving, return 1 card with 4 Great Dragons and traits from your trash to your hand. When attacking, also again, this one has errata to change this effect to a not May. I hate it. I hate it so much. It still is a May effect. You don't have to do it. They just changed it to make it less clear for some reason. One of your opponent's Digimon with... when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP for the turn. Then you may return 1 Magnadramon, 1 Azulongmon, and 1 Megidramon from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order to trash the top 2 cards of your opponent's security stack. It's fine. So the problem is that for this to work properly, you need to have your deck so full of megas that it's just going to be such a pain in the ass. And the only way to get them out is by using a bunch of different effects to cheat trial the 4 Great Dragons into play, and it's I can see how it could be good. The problem is mostly that it's slow and requires really big memory investments early on. After that, it can kind of maintain, but it's slow and it does not have the defensive capabilities of a lot of... It doesn't have the defense to stall out most decks in the current format. It's probably a perfectly fun casual deck. I don't think it's going to do much beyond that. Hello, Snow Agumon. Precious Airdramon. Come on. I don't think there's actually too many commons and uncommons we're looking for anymore, but we'll see. Hey, Avalon's Gate. Hey, that's another one of the SRs at least. So we now have 2 Volcanic Dramons. So I don't actually remember how many the Dragon Lynx decks want, but hey. So on play, delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. If no Digimon is deleted by this effect, your opponents can't play Digimon with 5,000 DP or less until the end of turn. Functionally really shuts down the Bloom Lord deck. Though they won't be able to get both effects in theory, so... when attacking, if you have a Tamer in play, trash 1 card from the top of your opponent's security stack. That part is much more useful for, you know, being an actual win condition. Okay, 3 packs left. How many SRs have we opened? Hang on. Not counting alt arts. Okay, so I know we opened at least one of the Metallic Dramons here. So, 1 Metallic Dramon, or not one, sorry, there's 2 Metallic Dramons here, one of them is from our previous box. We opened the Bloom Lord, we opened the normal Aegis Dramon, we opened the Volcanic Dramon, we opened the Gold Dramon, and the Chaos Dramon. Shoot, is that actually all of our SRs for the pack, or for this pack then? Possibly. Okay. No, that's only 6, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. So there should be 1 more SR in these remaining 3 packs. And Small chance, very small chance for a secret rare. Which I don't remember if we've been told yet if the secret rare... Ooh, hey, more tank Dramons, yay. I don't know if we know yet if the secret rare is taking up a rare slot or an SR slot. Because in previous EX sets... Okay. Hey, if you're new to Digimon, there's actually a really fun thing where the pull rates are fixed. So in non-EX sets, you are guaranteed, except for one of them because it's weird. Why? Oliver. Also, fair warning if you're going and buying boxes of 1.0 or 1.5, this is not true because those are extra strange because they're actually 3 different sets smushed together, then re-separated out into 2 sets. It's weird. But for almost all other sets, if you buy a box, you are guaranteed 7 SRs, which will not cross over with each other, and 1 alt art, and 1 card that will either be an alt art or a secret rare. Technically, that does mean there is a small chance for you to get 2 secret rares because you got an alt art secret rare and a secret rare, but it's a very small chance. In EX sets, in EX1, you were only guaranteed 2 alt arts, which was extra bad because there were a ton of them in that set. And the secret rare took up a rare slot, and you still had the 7 SRs. In EX2, there were 3 alt arts guaranteed for every box, and the secret rares, once again, took a rare slot instead of an SR slot, so you still always gained the 7 SRs. I'm hoping that means this one's the same. Don't know for sure. But we'll find out, because now I'm actually keeping track, so we can see. And there's only 1 pack left after this one. And unfortunately, these are all continuing to be cards we have seen. Yay, more VMons! And another Magnetmon. Damn it. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. So this should be either... Unless I missed an SR. Did I miss an SR? Because we opened... Yeah, so like these were the 3 alt arts from the set. Because we opened a Dobrik, a Magna, and a Aegis. In our first box, we opened... in our first box, we actually opened the other Dobrik alt art. The metallic Dramon alt art, and then the Hydramon alt art, and a secret rare. So here's hoping. We're missing 1 secret rare. And we still haven't seen any fucking Dark Dramons. Damn it. Kind of pissed about that, to be honest. Come on. What do we got? Okay, is my math wrong, or is that actually only 6 SRs then? Hang on. But, hey, another Hina, so hey, we've got 4 now. Good enough. Good enough. I mean, kind of. Yup, we almost got there. And technically, group of players has already aggressively, let's say, planned to funnel Hydrices to me. So yay! So I'm just trying to check and see if I missed any other SRs, which I don't think I did, but we'll see. This is my punishment for not sorting as we went along, because yeah, you're just an R. And I know we didn't open any Examons or... Wow, we opened no Imperial Dramons. Boo! Boo-hoo-hoo! Definitely not kind of annoyed about that. Yes, I am. I'm very annoyed about that. I want the red-purple Imperial Dramon to be a thing. I don't think it's going to be very good, but I want it to be a thing. Sue me. Yep, you're a normal R. Normal R with the brain. Oh, this does mean I can pull that Hina out so I don't forget this time. Also, that's weird. The Hina and Slayer Dramon were in the same pack last time too. The rest of the pack was not exactly the same, but it was similar. But small set, so it's fine. It is still astonishing that in 2 boxes we have managed to open no Dark Dramons. It's very rude. Just want to keep making sure there's no... Hang on. No, you're not a... For some reason I was looking at this work realm, I'm like, wait a second, are you an SR? No, you're an uncommon, Brain. What the heck? Brain cannot be trusted. Okay. Is it actually only 6 SRs? I admit that I did not count our first box, but I was also, 1, drunk, and 2, opening it with both partners, so we were distracted by mostly just having fun and looking at cute art, so. Okay, come on. I am happy to say it does look like we got enough Wormmons finally, so. Come on. And nope, yeah, I did not miss any SRs. Cool, there were only 6? That's weird. Unless I missed one. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. No, please feel free. Like, I legitimately enjoy trying to educate folks on the game. So I will still say, like, this was a really nice pull from this box. And hey, we have the 3 Hydramons we need, so sure, they're not all the precious monstrosity, but it's good enough. It's good enough. This does mean I have to throw together Hydra Bloom today. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to be neurotic right now and sort through everything or not. Because now friend is over, so I should probably stop streaming within some sort of reasonable amount of time so that I can sort and deck build, and they also have 3 boxes to open, which not doing that on stream, because there will be far too much. And while I love opening boxes on stream, I technically keep meaning to do this as TikTok content, because I don't make any TikTok content right now, and it's kind of important, so yeah. But yeah, I will forever say that I do like the Japanese style thing of fixed pull rates, because at least it means you know that you don't need to worry not only about, cool, I opened a box and not only didn't get the cards that I wanted, but got multiple of the cards that I didn't want if they're like SRs. You do not. So to win, you need to make a dedicated attack at an unsecurity, at a player with no security. So if you attack with multiple security checks and they have less security than that, then you do not win off of that attack. Same thing swinging with a Digimon with piercing. If you try and like swing for lethal through a Digimon, or if they block a Digimon with piercing, that is not swinging for lethal. It needs to be a dedicated attack that just hits them and nothing else. Additionally, you also can't swing for lethal with a Digimon who themselves has no security checks. You can still declare an attack to get anyone attacking triggers that you want, but if by the time all of the when attacking triggers resolve, if the Digimon still has less than 1 security attack, you still can't swing for lethal, because functionally they just sort of trip over their own feet before making it to the goal. But that is actually a very good question and an important thing for folks to know. And it is in the comprehensive rules, but the comprehensive rules are a tiny bit of a shit show, so. Plus, they're in the comprehensive rules, not in the like tournament rules, because those are separate things. Because one is technically the rules for how to interact in a tournament, whereas one is the rules for how to actually played the game, and they're separate things for reasons. Sorry, I'm sleeving this up before I forget, because, yes, I'm very sad that we only have the one Hydrocy, but I'll take what I can get. I will take what I can get. And like I said, I'm actually really happy with this, because we collect artists. So one, because I'm a collector at heart, we actually have binders with, in theory, one of every card from every set. Not alt arts, because that would drive me up the wall. But we do collect specific artists. What the hell is that? Sorry, I have Twitter notifications turned on for whenever Digimon tweets stuff. Oh, what the shit is this? And they just announced... Oh, they're Bandai Premium products. Okay. Oh, there's... It's the, like... I'm gonna guess that these are fake... Yeah, these are fake leather. They're, like, the leather deck box things that, like... I think Rika was the only one... I just realized that Rika's still visible on the mat. That Rika had, like, slung over one side of her hip and was a much more common thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! But it just looks like it's trying to be that come with a selection of... They're not even alt arts. That's a weird choice, but okay. Huh. I mean, I guess they're only $40, but they're also just, like, not amazing cards, but okay. Sure. I know someone who's going to order one of these for sure, but whatever. Okay. I need to sort through all of this now, mostly because I promised some bulk to a couple of locals. And then I need to go build... Well, not build. I need to go tweak my existing Bloom Lord into Hydramon, so I think we're going to have to call it here. If you're new here and like what you saw, please consider following. Digimon is not the only thing that happens on this channel, but it does happen kind of a lot. I'm not in the Ultimate Cup tomorrow, mostly because I was supposed to be traveling this week. Well, weekend, but that all sort of fell through. But I am in... an Ultimate Cup on the 19th and the 26th, I want to say. I'd need to check dates to make sure. I'm in Ultimate Cups in the next 2 weeks, and they will be streamed, so if you enjoyed that sort of content, please consider dropping a follow. Thank you so very much to everyone who's been here. Special thank yous to April, Brooklynne, Manfred, Fragile Paper, Pinball Witch, Yalc, and Pimento for supporting the stream. Hey, the Ain Map, how are you doing? And yeah, thank you for the new follows and everyone. If you want to find all of the places that I exist, because there are many and multitude, you can go to that link, beacons.ai/Lair of Lore, to find all of them. I need to make more content over on the Digimon specific YouTube channel, but I kind of, we went ham in, was it August or September? Basically, I was in a regional every single weekend of, I think it was August, and just took a little bit of a break after that, because it was just, there has been too much. Yeah, it was, so right after BT9 came out, we were slamming our way through it. Yeah, I'm still so annoyed that I got booted out of 6th place in one of those. Okay. Anyway, thank you all so very much. I'm gonna find someone to throw y'all to real quick. I honestly am not sure. You know what? I feel like we've been talking about competitive games to some extent. I'm gonna throw y'all over to... Yes, that transition made sense in my head. Shut up. I'm gonna throw y'all over to Seabats. He's a wonderful human being. Adam Savadan, if you're familiar with him. He is playing League of Legends. I don't think this is one of the things... No, okay, this is not one of the ones where he's playing with viewers, but should still be a lot of fun. He is ranking up, like his whole thing is learning how to play different games competitively. He is learning top lane in League right now, and he's just a generally good human being, and I highly recommend him. So I hope you all have fun, and have a great time. Bye, all.